Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another one of my videos. This is XFStef, of course, and as I've promised, I will be finishing these tutorials on the Noble housing guides. Now what you are seeing here, if you have probably looked, I have developed in the meantime a new type of let me just pause the game for a minute. I did develop in the meantime a new type of housing block, which you know, is a lot more efficient than this one. Although this one can be arguably said that it's actually looks better, and for those of you who are newer to the game, I would actually recommend doing this just round blocking house. Now, something that we need to do, these ones of course, is a little trick that I've learned, which is kind of do this, and then use the, what are these? These are, I don't know the color, gray? No, it wasn't gray, obviously. Okay. Now, this is the trick that we're doing, and it actually helps us with leveraging the amount of walkers that we have going around the city block to the houses, and not spending their time walking in here to the marketplace. That was gray. I think this is 10. Exactly, this is 10. So we just placed the road like this at the entrance of the market, and delimit it, you know, just don't build it around it. And we place a afterwards we do place a gate that we leave open to the market employees. The other guys do not need to go through it. After we're done, we just build off the grandways. Oh, come on. Okay, looking good. And that should keep all of our employees out of all of our other employees out of this place. Okay, afterwards we can add the same features to the other ones. As you can see, no food. That's good. Oh, okay, I look to be having some food problems, but I'll cover that in just a jiffy. We need to do the same changes over here as well. Make sure to still have the road connected, just like that. This is the brown residential. Actually, it doesn't matter, but I just want to have the same one, you know, just for beauty. And of course, we may also do the same thing to the grand market square. Also, something that we might do and have been working on it is is actually a bigger noble housing block, which actually has about 20 or 21 houses, I think. A bit more than than these ones. Do I have copper here? Oh, I do have copper. Can I make? No, I can only make marble. Okay, let's just get to the point right here. Make sure that good, that's good. Make sure that it is open to the market employees, and then make sure that you rebuild your grandway so that it looks nice. And if you had like something extra right here, you can, some extra space, you can just give it there. Good. This should maximize our walkers and efficient size. Is that actually correct? I don't think that's correct. But you know, make it more efficient. Also, this corner right here is bugging me, so what I'll do is just take care of it. What, I can't build anything? Why? Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. Now the walkers, I'll just going to use the walking zone and nothing more. And I could practically do the same thing over here. Good, perfect. You always need to work around these small details and make your housing block as perfect as possible. So we might have some problems here, but it always helps to make some more beautifications behind it. And since this space right here is going to be too small for using in other domains, we might as well just do it. Good. So those were a couple of the things that I had to explain to you guys. Let's see, why am I having trouble here? Did I started getting tea? Yes, I did start getting tea, and I probably will start getting more tea. Also something that, okay, that is good, that is good. Something that I shouldn't forget is to place down a inspector tower right there. I can also try to give more access there. Good, and I have trouble with the food. I still have trouble with the food. Hopefully, let me just check out some stuff. For example, the fact that I didn't opt to go for irrigations is also bad, because as I stated in the housing block tutorial, I do note the fact that irrigations actually help a lot, although I did not know that beforehand. But anyway, right now it's too late for me to add any new spaces to the irrigations. I will be uploading a mammoth city that I'm working on, which only uses like C blocks and the biggest possible nobleman housing blocks available. Good, let's go ahead and see what we just gained, because obviously I was trying to get some people to trade with me. Tanzu. Yes, Tanzu, because it makes lacquer, I think. Well, anyway, let's just try and open the trading routes with them. Another thing to look at, and also if you have enough employees and a lot of unemployment, you can always use the normal rate for the wages. As I'm actually making lacquerware. Okay, it's quite hard to come back to these games from time to time and remember what you have, what you still need, and such stuff. Okay, obviously I'm going to be getting some tea, and at this point I can also add a Buddhist, one Buddhist shrine and one Taoist shrine for my two housing blocks. Again, these housing blocks are recommended if you are new to the game and you do not know how to handle possible unemployment problems. Okay, let's see our religion. We also need to make sure that our gods are always pleased, or at least content, for that matter. Good, that looks good. Where am I making lacquer? Oh, here I am. Okay, obviously I forgot about this guy. I think I will be doing this right here, because I will need some extra space for road. Alright. Okay, so obviously what I need right now is lacquer from people, and as I cannot buy it, I'll need to import it, and the only people making it are, well, Tanzu. Oh, Tanzu and Chengdu, exactly. That was my plan anyway. Weaponsmith. As you can see, this map does not contain iron, and as we are in the Steel Age, that means that I cannot make any weapons at this point. So we'll also be needing to either import or make weapons. Let's see who's making some steel. Okay, so Ping Yao is making steel. Also Chang'an. Okay, Kizu, a lot of people. A lot of people, but not the people that I was interested in. Oh, but I can actually import steel. Okay. Okay, great. 12 units of steel should make should get me enough weapons for me to don't have any problems. Let me just set up my import here, and I can also start buying some food because of the fact that I have problems with my food supplies. And also, what can I sell? Oh, I can sell silk, of course, obviously. Now that we have our steel importers down, we can start by making some weaponsmiths. And let me see, how should I be making them over here? Yeah, I'll just do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep in mind that at the moment I'm only getting about 12 units of steel per year, which does mean that 4 weaponsmiths should be more than enough that I need. Good, let's see if our housing blocks are doing well. Obviously I need some employees, and I will be needing a lot more once I once I start making my military units as well. Now, the point of this game is not only this tutorial is not only to show you guys how to make the noble housing blocks, but also how to use them and also how to use them and get your military working. Good. I'm obviously making a lot of stuff so I can easily give to my god. I'm curious when this tea is going to... Oh my goodness, this is such a painful thing right here. I'll just do it like that, and also place... Yes, that is... Oh, that is at least a bit okay. Let's just look at our commerce. Chengdu. Obviously we are going to be buying everything that... no, not tea, but lacquer, and we can also start making jade if we have a lot of unemployment. Now, this is a good strategy even in the campaigns. Sometimes you will find yourself that in the situation that you can only make raw materials or food stuff like wood or stone or certain types of food like fish or I don't know, and exporting those won't get you anything. A good way of making money in those missions is by making sure that you are importing jade, manufacture it into carved jade, and you're selling it to other cities. I think it is almost always possible to do that, and I do recommend it. Good. We also need to set up a bit of a lower limit for the lacquer so that we make sure that it gets shipped off to where we need it. We won't be exporting anything for now. Okay, this is great. This is actually really nice. I'm not sure if I'll need Tangzhou right now. I'd best start be working on someone who makes steel. Let's see. You also have to select somebody that actually needs something that you're making, and someone like Ping Yao is actually perfect because they need silk, and I have a lot of silk. Start off strong by sending them 16 units of it. Let's see at our workers and employees, and okay, looks like food is still looking to be a problem. Let's look at our government and how things are working over here. We're clearing doing pretty fine at this point right now in the game. Okay. I need to be reminded how much silk am I making. I have 8 farms making silk and 16 silk weavers. The thing is, in this game right here, I am actually using normal farms without irrigation. On normal difficulty, you have 65% fertility rate. Once you get the, you can actually try this at home. Just build like one farm or two farms, and just some houses. Put down some houses to see exactly how much those farms actually bring you each year or each harvest. If you make sure that they are irrigated, you'll clearly see a big advantage between irrigated and not irrigated. Oh my god, I'm so dumb, I forgot to put down the tea shops. I kept wondering why they aren't getting any tea. So if you irrigate your farms, you will clearly get an advantage. In the silk farms case, I think this is about 20 to 25%, maybe even more of an advantage, maybe 1/3. So when we do that, when we irrigate the farms, you need to make sure that you actually use 3 silk weavers for each farm that you have, in order to maximize efficiency. Sure, you will be using a lot more workers than you could with only 2, but also your efficiency will be greater. Good. Another thing to take into account is how many paper makers you have. It's good at the beginning of the game to have 2, but once you develop, you could also go for 4 paper makers with no trouble whatsoever. It's actually recommended, or actually I recommend it. Let me just put down 2 more right here. Okay, Ping Yao was obvious. You see, 16 bolts of silk, and they're already respectful or our friends. Now this city is great because it also sells 2 foodstuffs that I do not have at all, plus the stone that will be needed to make the monuments. So this is 1 monument, this is another. Did I get just 2? Yeah, I think I did. Obviously the 300,000 population is not possible within any map of Emperor. I think the biggest city that I've seen was like 25,000 people, and it was pretty darn large. It was pretty darn, you know, huge, so to say. It's also good from time to time to check out your city summary, because sometimes you will have unrest in the city without you even knowing it, and at one point you just wake up that with your administrative city burned down to the ground, not knowing what the hell happened. Also at this point in the game, it's also a good idea to place down your palace. Just make sure that you select a good spot for it, somewhere that it won't, you know, get in the way of some other things that you're doing. This should be good enough, although the the feng shui isn't good. Let me see. Should I place it down? Yeah, why not? Why not? Good. Actually, I don't think that is necessary. Now that you have your administrative city down, you can start getting some animals for your menagerie. This is a must-have if one of your goals in the campaign or in the game that you're playing is to have some amount of animals. The first way to start off, if you have animals on your own map, is to get one hero that is able to get the animals. Once you have that guy, you'll easily be able to you know, trade them with your neighboring cities, and once you do trade them, you'll be almost good to go. Okay, trade with Pingyao opens up. Almost good to go, and you'll be able to get like all the possible animals in the game. So we obviously need to start buying some more steel. Just keep 12 units in here, just in case. We can also start buying game meat and bean curd, and obviously silk export is also a good idea, always. At this point we can pretty much see that 4 weaponsmiths won't be enough. Make sure that you have one storage house that can accept weapons. We'll be getting another 400 so that I can get to lofty 4500 population, and this will help me a lot develop all of my buildings. This should also be more than enough. Okay, lacking we're distributing, but obviously they have appetizing food. So what you need to do at this point, if this happens, also a good idea right here is to place one of your mills, to set them up to get 6 stacks or stocks of each type of food, so that you maximize the diversity of food. Now obviously this guy has a lot of food right here, 388, which he won't be selling pretty time soon because of the fact that nobody is actually interested in appetizing food. So what you need to do is set up the food shop again and wait for the people to go buy some brand new delicious food. Wang Di just arrived. This guy cannot get us any animals, so the best thing to do is just to send him away and try our luck with another hero. It's always a good idea to check your stuff. Check how much tea you have, how much ceramics, how much hemp. Make sure that you don't run out of anything at any point in the game. Also, checking out how much silk you have is also important, because I'm constantly selling and buying a lot of stuff, including selling a lot of silk, and running out of silk could be quite detrimental to my housing block right here. Okay, looks like delicious food was bought, which is great. Let's just speed up the game a bit. And there we go. The houses are evolving all the way up to Heavenly Compound, which is the last type of noble houses. At this point you have just opened the possibility for you to build 12 military forts. And considering the fact that you get like you have 4 types, 3 military forts should be just enough. Also remember the fact that military forts do require a lot of population, so if you have an employee problems, okay, Huang Di is not needed. If you do have employee problems, just stop. Okay, let's just get Nua, because Nua can get us animals. If you have employees problems, just make sure that you don't build too many forts, so that you'll get, like more problems afterwards. Good. We already have like 16 weapons, I think, exactly, which is great. So at this point, the next thing that we can start doing is building our forts. I'll be getting another 200 population, but keep in mind that a lot of these are noblemen, which noblemen do not work, so they don't count as population anyway. But I do have right now like 9% unemployment, which should be enough for like 5 forts, I think. Crossbowmen are really strong. I actually love using crossbowmen on all the games that I'm playing. Another good idea when you're playing, especially online, because of the fact that you do not know what's going to happen next, and from where your enemy is going to attack. Also, because of the fact that your enemy can spy on you and see where you have your forts, it is always a good idea to place your forts as far apart from each other as possible. Like place 3 of them right here, or 4 of them right here. As you can see, I'm actually just building 1 of each. Then I can place another 4 of them up here. Let me see my unemployment. Okay, so each fort takes 20 employees. 24, 16, 22. It's like 20, 21 average employees. The housing block is looking great. From my experience, this housing block right here should have no problems whatsoever. Also, something to remember when you're playing online is the fact that people can spy on you, and having extra watchtowers could be quite beneficial because sometimes they help you take care of spies. Oh, Noah just arrived. You can send her to get an animal for us. Good. The food supplies are looking great. From agriculture, I'm making food for almost, or making or importing food for almost twice the amount of people that I have. Okay, great. Looking great. Oh, okay. I don't know what the problem was. So this type of housing block, as you can see, is pretty simple to build, and actually makes sure that you will have everything you need. You know, like all the houses will always be upgraded to their best. So I do actually recommend you making this type of housing block right here. Good. Unemployment starting to go up even more. Also, as we can start to play, you see that right now I have 2 shields up right here. The number of shields that you have is also could mean the number of forts that you have. It's just, you know, it's not an exact science, but basically 2 forts account for 1 shield. So when you get the maximum amount of 12 forts, you will have a maximum amount of 6 shields up in your city. Good, so this has been great. I'll just stop right here because I do have to talk a bit. You know, the volume of my voice needs to be a bit lower because of the fact that people are sleeping around the house. Thank you for watching and listening, and I will be making a 5th part in which I'll probably build the monuments and continue on building my armies. And maybe even get a new housing block or expand one of the existing ones, because I'll obviously need some more workers in order for me to finish this map as fast as possible. Okay, so Noah just finished the stuff. We'll just send her away, make sure that everybody is above pleased, and I'll just pause the game. Thanks for watching and listening, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.